cleared for takeoff. Columbia, this is Houston. Go ahead,
Good evening and welcome in to Indians Minor League Magazine. Along with former Tribe left-hander Jason Stanford, I'm Al Pulowski. And Jay, the season's coming towards an end, but you're still seeing that development on some of these kids.
Yeah, and this is the best part about it, is that the kids are still getting better every day, and that's what you look for as an organization, is to have these kids finish on a positive note.
Absolutely. Let's check in now with what's happening on the show today. As always, we'll go around the minors, plus Lake County Captains Director of Broadcasting Craig Dees will stop by. Later, you'll meet Clippers third baseman Jared Gettert, a former Lake County captain. Plus this week's Diamond in the Rough, and you'll discover Matt McBride's Major League Idol. But first, we head down I-71 and start with TripleA Columbus and a pitcher that you could see in Cleveland here, and probably will, in a little bit over a week. Right-hander Carlos Carrasco making his push in these final few weeks of the minor league season. In his last 7 starts, Jay, including a loss on Sunday, he's 2-1 with a 2.24 ERA, but he has 38 strikeouts and just 7 walks in 40-plus innings.
Yeah, he's been very impressive in his last 7 starts. And the nice thing about it is Carlos is finally figuring out what he needs to do to become a good major league pitcher. And he's shown that at the AAA level. He's been very consistent. He's got a lot of strikeouts with a lot of innings and not a lot of walks. And that was the difference and the key to why he wasn't successful last year, was he was getting pounded in the big leagues.
All right, there's his numbers. A couple of sticks to take a look at, too. Matt McBride, who's had a good year, is even a little bit hotter now than he has been all season. And Cord Phelps, he's been hot the entire season, whether it was at DoubleA Akron or here at TripleA Columbus.
Well, yeah, Cord Phelps has done a great job all year long, and he's been consistent. And that's what the Indians are really looking for right now in those type of players, because Cord Phelps has the opportunity next year to really compete for that second base job.
All right, heading down I-77 to DoubleA Akron now. We check in with the Arrows and a hitter that's been on a heck of a tear until just recently, and that's Jared Head. A 17-game hitting streak was snapped on Sunday against Harrisburg, but during the streak, Head batted .453 with 9 home runs, 21 runs batted in, and 17 runs scored.
Yeah, Jared Head has done a great job. He's been consistent all year long, but anytime you put up numbers like that, you're looking for a call up to the next level, and he deserves it. He's done very good, and that's the whole reason these guys offensively have kept the Arrows in the playoff contention. They're knocking right on the door right now of making that wild card.
How about Jordan Henry? He's kind of come out of nowhere a little bit this year. And Connor Graham, that's the pitcher the Indians acquired for Rafael Betancourt in last season's deal with the Colorado Rockies. He's been great since the All-Star break. All right, let's head down to Single A now in Kinston, where we talked about a hitter earlier this year, Chun Chen, who was tearing it up in Lake County. He gets the promotion to HighA Kinston. He's been tearing it up for the K-Tribe. Over his last 10 games, he's batting .414 with the homer and 5 ribbies. His OPS is 1.159. And overall this year, he's batting .312.
Yeah, he's done a great job, and he calls a game very well. And this is the nice thing, is you have Carlos Santana in the big league level, you have Chun Chen at the minor league level, and he's making his way up. This could be 2 guys right now that you have that could play together in the big leagues at some point in their career. Awesome job.
Well, Chen has just been a hitting machine in his pro career here in the Indians organization. Juan Diaz, the shortstop, we got him in the Russell Branyan deal. His numbers over the last 10 games are impressive. And Tyler Sturdivant, great numbers as a pitcher for both Lake County and Kinston.
Yeah, those are great numbers for the minor league guys. And anytime that you're in Kinston, it's a pitcher's league. And you have to understand, if it's a pitcher's league, you need to do your job. And he's been doing his job.
All right, let's head to Lake County. We'll talk more about them in just a moment with Craig Dees when he stops in. But talking about some players down there, number one that comes to mind is Jason Knapp, starting that rehab after he had the surgery, and he has looked phenomenal. Here's some footage of him in Lake County. The hard-throwing righty was one of the key parts of last summer's Cliff Lee deal with Philadelphia. 4 no-hit innings for the Captains on Friday. It was his first start in a full season league this year amidst his recovery, and those numbers are impressive. And he was pitching in Arizona too in that rookie league, Jade. He was looking outstanding there too.
Yeah, he was. He was building his innings up in Arizona, so it doesn't count against him in the minor league sense. But Jason Knapp is a key component of this, and you look for this kid to be an ace at some point in his career. Hard-throwing fastball, very good breaking ball, and you see how smooth and fluid he is. Looking at his video right there, awesome, excellent job to see him back on the mound.
Yeah, mid to upper 90s fastball. That, of course, has front of the rotation potential, to say the least. Fulgia's been having a good last couple of weeks as well. You see by his numbers, and How about Francisco Jimenez? Look at the record.
Yeah, very good record right there. I mean, and this shows why the Lake County Captains have been on top the whole year. They won the first half. They've kind of struggled the second half, but they've been very consistent all year long.
Now let's sit down to the Mahoning Valley Scrappers now, where Jason Stanford does some broadcasting for their radio network. He gets in at least one game of homestand. And how about James Ellert? Been nearly perfect over his last 5 appearances. Hasn't given up a run, given up only 3 hits and struck out 15.
Well, this kid is very dominant at the rookie level, and I've been fortunate enough to see this kid live. He's got a great arm. He knows what he's doing when he's on the mound, especially at the back end of the bullpen. He's got a good breaking ball, and he just works off his fastball. It's awesome to see that at a young age.
All right, Jay, continue the analysis here as we put a couple other guys up there. Brian here and James Reichenbach.
Yeah, both of these kids are very good players. Brian Heary has done a great job. He's been very clutch of late. And this is what you're looking for at the end of the season, for the kids to either tail off or really step up their game, and Brian's been doing that. And then with James, he's done okay. You know, he's not an overpowering pitcher, but at the same time, he knows how to strike guys out, and it's good to see that.
All right, good stuff. That's from Stanford. He sees them in Niles all the time. Yet head out there to Eastwood Field. Great place to see a game. We'll take a break here with Indians Minor League Magazine. When we come back, we'll have this week's Diamond in the Rough coming up here on the show. Next, though, Craig Dees stops by to talk about the playoff-bound Lake County Captains and some of the players to watch at Classic Park. Don't go away.
Beautiful. 26, 36 feet per second.